Today I will be completing the Math No Calculator section for the 2022 October SAT exam. Question 1. Line models the relation. What is the predicted weight with a foot length of 9 centimeters? Okay, so when it's 9 centimeters, that's like right here. It should be about 7. Just measuring it right here. Foot length is 9, half between 8 and 10, and we just halfway right here is between 8 and 6. Next, line segment AC is line. Okay, so the best thing to do with these segments or geometry, just draw it out. So if we have like this, a segment, and then we have another segment. Okay, this is A, B, this is B, C, and then AC will be the whole thing. So this is 5x plus 20. I mean, this is a question too. You didn't really have to draw it out. It's just, you didn't have to. I'm just doing it so it's more visual. 6x minus 10. And this whole length right here, AC, is 120. So what does this mean? How do we find the distance? We add 5x plus 20 plus this will equal to the whole length. So this plus this will equal this. So it should be choice D. What is the solution to the... Okay, we plug this in. So we have to have an answer choice with 4, because when x equals 4, what does y equal? Plug it in. 4, y equals 4, or 4, 1 plus 2 is 3. 4, 3. Function f is defined by 2x, so y-intercept of 6. This is incorrect. That's a y-intercept of 2. This is incorrect because it does have a y-intercept of 6, but it's a negative slope. And this is incorrect because of the y-intercept and the negative slope, and such as B is also. This is choice A. The graph of the quadrant, which of the line could be the graph of the f of x plus 2? So what we want to see is the vertex go up by 2. So it should be like right here, closer. Yes, and that's choice A. This one's shifted to the left. This one's actually a reflection. This one's shifted to the left. The function Q of x, okay, Q of 6. Q of 6 equals 5 to the negative 1 to the power of 6. So like, let me see how you would have to negative 1. Yes, okay. So, okay, negative 1 to the power of 6. Any negative value to an even exponent will turn out even. So negative 1 to the power of 6 will equal 1. If it was negative 1 to the power of 5, since it's odd, it will stay negative. Okay, so what that means that negative 1 to the power of 6 is 1, and 1 times 5 is 5. So Q of 6 equals 5. I don't know how they got the 30. Oh, you know how they got the 30? Sorry, 1 second. Look how they would have thought. They would have thought okay, negative 1 to the power of 6, it would have been like, for some reason, you would have gotten 6 as a value. Because like negative 1, you would have thought it would multiply 2 or add up to 6 or whatever. 5 times 6 is 30. Which value is the solution? Okay, you know how I would do this? I would do you cross these out since they're addends, and then you get left with x plus 2 equals 0, and then x equals negative 2. That's it. You cross the addends out when they're same. If it was like, let's say, x minus 4 times x plus 2 over 4 minus x. This is reversed, the reverse of this, so you're going to cross out and write negative 1. And that would have been negative 1 times x plus 2. It would have been like this. Equals 0. And then you get, you distribute it out. Let's just do it. Negative x minus 2 equals 0. Negative x equals 2. Get negative 1. So you would actually get the same answer. Equals negative 2. You could also get the same answer in that case. 8. Which equation of the graph is? Okay, so all these equations should make you think it's in vertex form, which it is. So let's find the vertex. The vertex is 6, 4. And this is h, k. Right? And the h is supposed to be inside, the k is supposed to be outside. And then the slope, look, the a value is negative. So it's going to be like this. Y equals negative x minus 6 squared plus 4. Y equals, and it's following this equation. It's, I think, negative a, right? X. Sorry. X minus h. And it should be a. So let's try C. You could eliminate D and B, first of all, because they don't even have any negative in front of it. That would imply that it would be like this. It would be reflected, so it would be going up. It would be going like, whatever, like that. That's not correct, but something. No, that wouldn't be correct. It would be like, something like that. But it would be separate more. In the figure shown, such as angle such as B corresponds to D. Okay, so what this means is this angle is used by both, and then this angle corresponds to this angle. Sorry, it should be double arcs. This angle corresponds to this angle, and this angle right here corresponds to this angle. Okay. Measure angle ABC is 60 degrees. Does it measure angle AD? Yeah, this corresponds to this angle because they're similar triangles, so it's 60 degrees. Again, because even though you have a ratio of 1 to 3, the angles don't matter. The angles will always stay the same. The sides matter though. So if this was like 6, this would be 18, and this would be 12. graph model. Predicting number of flowering plants on the planet represents that. Okay, let's find a good point. Okay, we have one right here. We have 40, 15,000. Okay, let's plug that in now in one of these. 200 times 40, that is 8,000. That's incorrect. You want close to 15,000. 500 times 40, that's 20,000. So you want it just in the middle. That's gonna be that one. And then this is too big. P equals 2 over n. What expresses n? Okay. Let's subtract 3. P minus 3 equals 2 over n. Multiply by n. N times p equals 2. Divide by p minus 3 to isolate n. 2 divided by p minus 3. That's choice C. In a given system of equation, p is a constant. The system has no solution. Okay, no solution, that means the slopes are the same, y-intercepts are different. So this p must be 3. Same slope. Same slope because it would be like this. Let's say 5 right here. And then 8 is right here. They're never going to intersect, so there's no solution. The square root of x times the square root of, okay. So multiply. Okay, multiply. Square root of y. The square root of value times the square root of value, they cancel, so it's just, you get x left over, then you get plus the square root of x times y. That's it. Always when you have the square root of the same value times the square root of the same value, it's going to be itself. And you can just try that on the calculator. If you do the square root of 5 times the square root of 5, you're going to get the same answer. So 14. Joel was asked to memorize the list. Okay. Day 1. Okay, so let's map this out. On day 1, he had 200. On day 2, he had 10% fewer. So that means 0.9. So 0.9 of 200. What we could do is we find 10% of 200, which is 20, move the decimal ones, and then multiply by 9, which means that will be 180. So he had 180 words on day 2, and then day 3, which they're asking for us right here, will be 10% fewer of 180. So take 10%. We're trying to find 0.9 of 180. So take 10% of 180, which is 18, and then multiply 18 by 9, which should give you, let's see, 162. That's how many words you get. Or you could just do the mental math. Like, for example, you could just do 0.9 times 200, and then do it on the side, and then do 180 times 0.9. You could have done that also. Next one. Okay, this is the circle formula. You have to know this, okay? So x squared. We rearrange these, minus 16x. And then we need a constant here to fill in. Let's move this on the other side. So this will be negative. This will be negative 32. X squared. Okay, now we need to divide this and add the constant here so we can add it on the other side. So negative 16. I'm trying to find the radius. Squared equals 64. Right? So negative 32. Let's add 64 on this other side. And then we have to do the same thing for y. Plus 64 y squared y plus this blank, we do -4 divided by 2 squared, so it'll be 4 plus 4. 64 plus 30, 64 minus 32 is 32 plus 4 is 36. So this is 36. And I bet you have that, yeah, you have it as an answer. That's incorrect. I'll tell you why. In case you want to find the diameter, it would just be 8 squared, the center of the circle I meant, plus y, sorry, it'll be y minus 2 squared equals radius squared, which is 36. Now look, in this in the circle equation, this 36 equals radius squared equals 36. That's not the radius, it's the radius squared. So to find this radius, you just take the square root. And we take the principal value, so the positive 6. Because distance can't be negative. Okay, we finished the multiple. That was not bad. That was pretty easy multiple choice. Okay, absolute value. Absolute value of 2x. Just as 2x, so 2x equals 64 divided by 2 divided by 2, x equals 32. And you could just plug this in. 2 times 32 is 64. That's it. The equation of line x and y equals, what is the slope of a line that is parallel? Parallel means same slope. 7. Right? We want parallel, no solution. So it must have the same slope. If 2 over 3p, okay, let's solve. 2 over 3p minus 4 equals 6. Take the reciprocal, 3/2. 3/2. Simplify this, 6 and 2, that's 3. 3 times 3 is 9. Now this, okay, so you might say, okay, the answer is 9, but p equals 9. They're asking for 3p. So 3 times 9 equals 27. So the answer is 27. Okay, it's written this, so we have to FOIL it. Oh, sucks. Okay, x cubed times 3x squared, that's 3x to the 5th. Add the exponents. X to the cube times x cubed times x plus x to the 4th. And we're trying to find d, right? So we're trying to find the x squared value. Okay, so this is not important. -6 times 3 is -18. Okay, so this is important because it has, no, it's not, because this has cubed when we get to the x squared. And then we get -6. This is important. Minus 6x squared. So this is an important value. And then we gotta keep distributing, so plus 15x squared plus 5x. And then we gotta add like terms here. -6 plus 15. That's 9. So 9x squared. So it's 9. Because this will match up to 9x squared. And then what is d? Dx squared, the value of d is 9. The last question. Okay, what is a tangent? Okay, tangent is opposite over adjacent. So it's something over 15. So we need to find this side. If you can know that you can do this by doing the Pythagorean theorem, because this is a right angle. Or you can just know that this is Pythagorean triple, so 15, and then this will be 8, and this will be 17. You could do it like that also. Because we know this, we can do it. You can do the Pythagorean, it could be like 15 squared plus x squared equals 17 square, and then you could just 15 to 25 and blah blah blah, and then just subtract it. Or you could just do the Pythagorean triple way. So this will give you 8. And then what you do, tangent is opposite over adjacent. So it's going to be tangent of x degrees will equal to 8 over 15. That's your answer. Okay. And that is it for the math no calculator section for the October 2022 SAT. This was fairly good no calculator section. The hardest question I would say was probably probably this one. Just because it required a little bit more work. Or this one, yeah. But it was fairly easy. Okay, so yeah. And the next video will be the math calculator section.